Yo, our good people. This is From Our Experience Podcast, and this is your boy Counter.
Yo, and it's Cutting Kev.
And man, we done got busy with a good episode today.
Yeah.
We talked about some things like what?
Our hot seat and being able to ask those questions without being an interrogation.
Yeah.
We also talked about how to go ahead and get into our faith and giving rest in these seasons to allow God to go ahead and move, and rather than us doing it in our own strength and our own power.
I love that. And we giving it to God, and we ready for the hot seat. We ain't ducking no smoke. So this was from our experience, and we gave y'all a little bit of this and that, but we want to hear from y'all. But forget all that. Let's just get into this episode.
I'm not looking for nothing serious.
Freedom of expression.
I didn't even know I was depressed.
That means everything to me.
I don't even think the Bible talks about girlfriend. Like dating, courting.
We going back to God. It's 2025.
Is a deadly place. You're going to burn yourself out moving at your pace.
Real model versus role model. I always say if he stripped me of anything else, he's done enough.
What's happening, my guy?
Man, I'm feeling good today.
Good.
I'm feeling good today.
All right, like to hear that.
How you feeling today? How are you really feeling?
How am I really feeling? You know, I'm smooth, man. I'm super smooth. The week has been super positive.
Yeah.
It's been super productive.
Yeah.
And it's been a learning process. It's always a learning process, but I got no complaints.
No complaints.
No
There
complaints.
we go.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna get you nowhere. Don't do us
No,
good.
for sure.
I agree. These last 2 days had a lot of good energy.
Mm-hmm.
First 2 days of the week I felt was like, I'm here. We here.
Yeah.
But last 2 days felt pretty good. From Wednesday and today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like it was good energy. Weather doing what it want to do.
Right.
So that's one thing. But a good headspace.
Yeah.
Overall good headspace.
That's
Ain't
solid.
no complaints.
That's solid.
Yep. Good work days. All that good stuff.
Got you. I've been talking to a couple of my people.
Yes.
Our people, honestly.
Our people.
And what they've been wanting to see is more vulnerability from us.
Okay.
And because you guys aren't getting as detailed as I would like, I decided to go ahead and come up with a little game show, for the day. So today's episode, it's going to be a little different from our experience. It's going to be a little bit different today. So y'all bear with us. Bear with us. My phenomenal host here does not know anything as far as these questions. Doesn't even know any topics or whatnot. So
I didn't even know we was doing this.
Yeah. So the name of this game, I'm gonna call it, from our experience, the Flash Mob Hot Seat.
Oh wow, the Flash Mob Hot Seat. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let me see. So I think what we'll do is we'll put 30 seconds on the timer.
Okay. Let's roll.
And I'm going to just do a rapid fire round.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe, from our experience, rapid fire. We'll see. We'll work with that. We'll work it with. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some questions out at you. And you can only answer yes or no with no explanation, no context.
No. Okay. That's cool.
20 questions, 30 seconds.
20 questions, 30 seconds a piece.
You got 30 seconds to get through all 20.
You got 30 seconds to get through all 20. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't think.
No thinking.
No context.
No context. Yep.
All right, bet. Let's roll.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock.
Never back down.
All right, y'all set y'all 30. Set the 30.
Set y'all 30 seconds. Man, let's go.
3, 2, and let's go ahead and get it.
What's up?
First question. You ever flirted your way into a business deal?
Yes.
Ever left someone on red you actually liked?
Yes.
You ever been on a date for just the vibes and not the person?
Yes.
You ever smashed and prayed after?
Yes.
You ever ghosted someone and saw them in public next week?
No.
You ever caught feelings when it wasn't supposed to be serious?
Yes.
Do you still stalk any exes' social media occasionally? Do you think that you've led someone on before?
Yes.
Time.
Few no's, more yeses.
Few no's, more yeses.
Okay.
That was 30 seconds. We ain't get through all of them.
Through the other one?
I'm just curious.
Set another 30 and let's get through some more. Let's keep it going.
You want to keep it going? All right.
I ain't backing down. We ain't ducking no smoke.
Let's get it. All right, another 30 seconds on the clock.
Start it.
3, 2, and 1. You ever used to be an entrepreneur? You ever introduce yourself as an entrepreneur just to flex or impress somebody?
No.
Felt guilty about putting God second to your grind?
No.
Ever ignored any red flags because they look good in heels?
Yes.
Ever talked to two people at the same time?
Yes.
Think that you could survive a week without being on the phone with a female interaction?
No.
That's real. Okay. I had time.
Dang, that last one had me like, what? Dang.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest, nah, can't do that one.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
context, but
No context. No
Okay.
context. No
Okay.
context. So that's just rapid fire.
Okay, that's rapid fire.
And then I didn't read these questions. I haven't read these questions. So my brother actually has some questions for me as well.
Okay.
And it's called Kev Don't Flinch.
Oh wow.
I haven't read the questions. I have
Oh,
not
wow.
read them. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and get acclimated with the questions real quick.
Let's see.
Let him skim through
And
them.
the same rapid fire is out here now. It's 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30
20
seconds.
separate questions.
Yep.
They're not the same.
Yep.
Okay, let's see how he does. Let's see
Okay.
if he duck any smoke.
Okay. You want me to
where's
set the timer? You want me to set the timer?
You set the timer.
I got the timer.
Yeah. All right, I ain't setting no timer. I'm
got
asking
you.
questions.
I got you.
Yeah.
30 seconds, right?
There's a new sheriff in town.
30
Let's see
seconds.
how this go.
All right.
Let's see how this go.
And we are live in 3, 2,
Two.
and let's get it.
Ever fumbled a good woman because you weren't ready?
Ooh, no.
Think your future wife is watching your content right now?
Yes.
Ever had someone's mom like you more than they did?
Yes.
You think lust still has a little grip on you?
No.
Ever posted something online hoping she would see it?
Yes.
Ever caught feelings for someone you were only praying with?
Ooh, yes.
Ever felt like God was telling you to leave someone but you stayed anyway?
Ooh, okay, that's the last one. Go ahead and read it one more time.
Ever felt like God was telling you to leave someone but you stayed anyway?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, I don't like being on the other side of this hot seat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it, but I ain't scared. We can go ahead and throw another 30 on there.
Let's throw another 30. Let's go with 30 for 30. Let's see.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right.
These are good. We're
interesting
not
side to
giving
be on.
context either.
No context.
Yes or no.
Yes
so
or
when
no.
you in the hot seat and it's your turn, is yes or no.
No context.
No context.
No context.
All right. Stop asking your friend. Y'all not clocking T, girls.
Yeah.
How
No.
y'all click y'all fingers. Y'all ain't doing that.
This is really to honestly give y'all a little bit more about us.
Yeah.
And then I mean we don't have nothing to hide. So it's really just to get y'all to know more about us.
Yep.
But if y'all don't know what questions to ask, this is just a randomized list of questions that I researched. And I feel like I know my brother, so I want to see if he's telling the truth as well.
There we go.
So all right, another 30 seconds on the board.
Another 30 on the
And
board.
3,
Let's roll.
2, and let's get it.
Think you'd be married if you were more disciplined?
Yes.
Yeah. Ever stayed up late asking God, why her?
Yes.
Think most men in Atlanta are ready for real commitment?
No.
Good answer. Ever given a woman mixed signals because you were confused yourself?
Yes.
Ever skipped prayer because you were with someone you shouldn't have been with?
No.
Think women find your anointing attractive more than your personality?
Wow.
Do you think that women find your anointing attractive more than your personality?
Yes. Yes. These women don't want us. They
Don't
want,
explain. No context.
All right. No context.
Okay.
No
context.
Okay. But I have an amazing personality. I like long walks on the beach. Under moonlight. You know what I'm saying? Oh man,
literally.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was good, bro.
Yeah.
That was really good. Yeah.
That's funny.
So
hot
yeah.
seat.
Hot seat.
I gotta be ready when y'all come on for the hot seat.
From our experience, hot
Trying
seat.
to tell you.
From our experience, hot seat.
Yeah.
Which leads me into what I wanted to kind of get into a little bit today.
What's up?
Scrolling social media, man.
Yep.
We've been seeing a lot of different things where it goes to relationships.
Yep.
If it goes to interactions, how you would handle a certain situation. So what I really wanted to do is kind of get your raw reaction to maybe like a video that I have saw.
Okay.
And then to get your personal experience on it.
Okay, bet.
So I'm gonna pull up this video and we're gonna go ahead and play this video for everybody there.
Yeah.
And then I just want to get your fresh reaction and feedback to it.
Say less.
All right.
Let me see.
So
It's a lot of hot seat today.
I know, right?
First time reactions.
That's it.
See.
That's
I'm
it.
With it. I'm with it.
All right, let it fly.
I'm with it. Let's see.
They say they want providers. Women don't want a provider. Women want an immature man with money. Mm. And there's two different types of men. Run that back, sir. Women don't want a provider. They want an immature man with money. They want a man that's going to open their wallet to them at their disposal for the things that they want, even if it's frivolous. Provision don't look like that. Provision provides structure, it provides guidance, it provides order, and we provide financially. But in doing so, we also come from a space of providing from a responsible space, right? So being a provider.
So, without him going into more context,
Let's stop it right there.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna say all women.
Okay, I like that.
He say women.
Yeah.
So I don't like to categorize them all together like
sure,
that because
for
they
sure.
so special in their ways that they bring gifts, and so do we, but nonetheless, I believe a true, possible, submissive, emotional, intelligent, or emotional secure woman does want a provider because she knows there is power in her being that submissive woman, that a woman that can balance her emotions, can do various things, and so she does probably want a provider. I would believe so because there's power in that. That's like a lot of my grandparents and people that I've seen, they were submissive women and they were married women for multiple years. And so in my experience, they were that way because the men were able to provide. And they may have provided differently. They may not have covered and checked all the boxes at all. You might have had one man that maybe went to work and came and paid those bills and just gave you all his coins.
Yeah.
Put the money on the table, paid the bills.
Right.
That might have been one man, and that might have been his providing. But there was another man that provided spiritually, and he led you in a church home, and he was probably a preacher or a deacon, or one that he was always doing right, or he was exempt from anything wrong in this world or bad that could happen. But he provided in that sense spiritually and filled your cup up ways that you didn't know that you needed. And provision and all that stuff comes in so many ways. I will say that, but I do believe to his statement there is truth for sure. To the ones that don't want that, they just want the title. A lot of people just want a quick title, and the title don't prevent you from missing those BS moments or the things that happen to you, or hitting the hurdles or the speed bump in the road, whatever the analogy is. And so I do believe most cases they were looking for a good time. Metro Boomin, shout out to you. You just put out a song, dog. Girls just want to have fun. And I believe most of the time that's what it be. Like, I just want to have fun. That's where this crazy little saying then came up. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Like, they want to pull that card. That jump be so funny to me. I'm like, no, you a grown woman. We seen that clip the other day. You a grown? No, baby, you are a grown woman and you have bills in your name.
For
you are
sure.
not just, if that's the case, I get to play that same card.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be just a boy. Because if you don't want a boy, you want a man.
Right.
So why should I accept you just be, I'm just a girl all the time? Now I'll let you be your woman self and you can have your way, baby. But
that's good. That's good. I think, and I mean, you so on point with that. I think a lot of what is happening today is that we hear that women can be independent, but not even and they can also be submissive.
Yeah.
But they're waiting for a man to be submissive with.
Correct.
Do you think that it's possible to go ahead and like a woman be submissive before meeting the man, the husband, that person?
100%. And if she's practicing and she's already that wife, she should be practicing those things behind the scenes.
What does that practice look like from your experience?
From my experience, in conversation, she's expressing the things that she's doing, whether she's journaling, expressing her thoughts. If she didn't journal something and gave her action behind what she did, and I didn't seen her in action working what she's told me, that then gave me a lot of confirmation and security. And you a woman of your word alone. You doing what you say, and you saying what you doing. You writing it down, and you thinking your way through it. Excuse me, you moving calculated, and I like that. A good calculation can help you get somewhere along the way, because now I know you're gonna help me steer this boat forward.
For sure. And I think one of the biggest things that I talk about before is not just having good communication, but effective communication. What does effective communication
look like
in a relationship? And I also want to talk about, like, and I know this is starting to get loaded, because when two become one, like, how do you gauge what you're willing to take on, and like when two become one? Because oftentimes we do that in the bedroom before we think about even marrying this person.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So I in the generation that we're living in, let's backtrack and reverse. How do you think we can stop having so many flings and not being so flesh led? And how can we start getting into like real relationships that bring about, godly covenant and different things like that? Like, how do we truly get to start knowing someone rather than just making a good thing a good time?
Right, a good thing a good time. That's correct. In my experience, or if I could give advice on that, I'm no relationship expert, none of that kind of stuff. But in my experience and what I would do, and how I operate is to lead with good conversation and transparency, not always honesty. Honesty is you having to be asked for it most of the time. Then I will tell you.
Right,
Transparency
right.
is like, this is what's going on, this is what it is, whether you hurt by it or not. Now let's talk through it. And that is different and not always present in each interaction, relationship, fling, whatever we call it. I will also say doing things that keep God first, dating and having a fun time outside of just bedroom for sure, and outside of just the house or doing those things. And if you are in the house, you still can have fun together by creating an activity, asking certain questions, moving in different locations of the house. Go sit in the garage or go on the back porch or hang out, or if you're in an apartment, I don't know, just create the space. Cook together in the kitchen. Do stuff like that, right? You still can get to know each other, and then ask those intuitive questions and those hard questions earlier. Don't be scared to do those things, because the pictures and the memories gonna come later, but the hard questions and stuff, you got to get to know somebody, right? And then the always keeping God first thing is, of course, maybe the real accountability partners, making sure y'all are accountable and doing the things. Hey babe, we're practicing abstinence. Hey babe, I don't know what y'all might be doing. I don't, hey babe, we're fasting for a week. Hey babe, I don't want to have these conversations, or don't want to listen to secular music in the morning or before 6 o'clock. I don't know, could you not turn on anything but gospel? I don't know what y'all are doing, but I think there's ways to get creative with it, and what works for you is something cool. I will say, in a past relationship for me, something cool that happened is we just came up with a little jar. Some of it had Bible verses, some of it had, and this was years back. I'm talking about this college, like early, like So, anyways, we were putting things in a jar, and I always remembered that, like, it was like different color sticky notes. And I mean, I'm sure people didn't seen it on Instagram, and it might be like a Jesus jar or something like that. And it's a scripture every time you pull it out. Well, we had some of it that was, scripture or verse or something like that. Well, this one might have been a question in the morning, or this one might, and then this color might say something positive to your partner. And then this one might say, what has made you uncomfortable in this week? Or, each color has something that we needed to talk about or needed to pull out. Every single morning we pulled one out, because there was like 365 of them in there. So it was like, pull one out every single day. You got to get a new one. And that was something that kept us honest with one another for a long time. We didn't choose to have sex for a long time. And like that, it just felt cool and honest and transparent, like I said.
And
so
that's dope.
that's what it was, man.
I don't think a lot of people are. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I think that that's a phenomenal way to take on like what is a relationship. Because a lot of us are learning through the experiences that we have.
Every time. You got to teach them you got to teach somebody to love you.
For sure. And we have two different lives, two different ways of growing up, two different ways of thinking. So I think also a lot of it is like the balance of like, are you doing these things before you meet your person? And because some people, like a lot of people want someone to make them better. But it's like, what are you doing to help make yourself better before getting into the relationship, which is actually preparation. And I find that a lot of people get into some of these relationships unequipped, because they haven't practiced sitting alone, either with God, with themselves, and they're getting confronted by the relationship or the partner, and it's just like, I don't like this, and it's like, I'd rather not talk about this. And it's like, oh, you're emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking to anyone specifically, but
Right.
there are different signs that like show that I'm just not ready to have this conversation.
Right.
And it's just like that's cool that you were used to being able to do that for yourself.
Yeah.
But now when two are speaking,
Yep.
you know what I mean? So I think the underlying thing is like, what is the balance of like practicing in, you know, a relationship versus like a marriage? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think we probably need to get some, you know, some married folks on here
Yeah.
to kind of talk about that, because it's like you date to like qualify.
Yes.
And then I feel like people they take trips together.
Yeah.
We do a lot of things together. We dressing up in matching outfits and everything like that. And it's just like what are we building if the goal isn't marriage? And oftentimes we're having just enough fun to get to a point where it's just like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yep.
And it's like, dang, or like, what are we really doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think those are some of the things that like kind of make me think, how should we be dating?
Yep.
Or how can we date to do things better? And then like, what is your speaking of truth, or your principle of truth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of the things that you mentioned, it's like, were you doing that before you got into the relationship, and then you implement that into the relationship? But like a lot of times people are learning through these things. But
I agree.
I want somebody to rock with me that can be a student that's willing to learn.
Yeah, we gotta be willing to learn.
Yeah.
We gotta be willing to learn. If you're not willing to learn, you automatically just get the boot.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. And you know what? A lot of bros and people get a lot of slack for having like standards.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've gotten called picky because of it. I know what I want.
That's fine.
You know what I mean?
I take it. I'll be picky.
It's so interesting to me.
It's so interesting. I will be selective and picky.
Yeah.
That is good. Yeah. If God is handpicking and choosing us specifically, I should handpick and choose something too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the same way.
That's good. That's good. And then actually that's a good segue, because I think about the standards and like us as men having the vision.
Yes.
When we talk about casting the vision.
Yeah.
Like a lot of women can't submit to a man with no vision. Submission, right? So when we think about the mission that you're on right now, regardless if you were getting paid for doing what it is that you were doing, do you think that the track that you're on now is something that you'll be doing for a lifetime, or is this like a smaller stage for a grander scheme of something bigger?
Smaller stage for something grander.
Talk to me. Let me tell me a little bit, and I'm big on this. Tell me a little bit about the vision, because I don't like to volunteer too much information to those that I don't see a future with, because then they can act like you know, or play a role. And you know what I'm saying? So I want you to give me a tidbit of where you are and where you see yourself going. Without revealing the whole thing.
Yeah. Vision without revealing the whole thing, but still give it to him. So God placed me here to utilize speaking, my voice, my impact, me as a vessel, to comfort not only from others, but myself, in understanding that when I speak to people, no matter how it is, whether it's an audiobook, whether it's on this platform, whether it's through fitness and coaching, whether it was through my music, whatever that was, I've always been able to use my voice. And so finding that power and knowing that that's my purpose, I know that the stage now in fitness coaching is something that is definitely impacting an everyday lifestyle, and it is helping people become healthy and better. We will tour and do things with BrickFit.
That boy militant. We will tour. Okay.
I'm trying major pain. 3 is 30.
Right. Go ahead.
But outside of that, I also understand God is placing me here to use some of these other gifts, talents, and things to express them now freely and learn how to live and get paid off of those things, monetize it, and make sure that it can sustain my future family. So I have to make that vision plain for my future spouse, and she has to understand that these are the things that may have to be sacrificed. These are the things that we have to do. These are the things that have to move and shake. Here's how I need you to support me. And I want to also support you and learn you the same way you learning me. So
Right.
if you're able to submit to that vision,
Mm-hmm.
then we can start talking, making this progress.
Yeah.
Basically, we can start making this work for us.
Mm-hmm.
And always understanding that any disagreement along the way, we teammates, baby. We're not against one another. We are always trying to make sure it's not who's right, it's
Yeah.
what's right for us.
That's good. That's good. And I don't want y'all to miss that. The fact of we're not submitting necessarily to the man,
Yeah.
but it's submitting to the vision,
Yeah.
and then you're submitting to the man's obedience.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
key.
understanding that I will mess up. I'm
Yeah.
not perfect.
None of us are.
We're not
Yeah.
perfect. We gonna
Yeah.
mess up, and when we do, we just aiming to get it right and hoping
Mhm.
for a better day.
Yep.
Allow it to just be a moment in the
sure.
day. Don't let it be your whole day
Yeah.
and ruin your whole mood when
Mhm.
things don't go as planned in the relationship, or if your partner wasn't present, or
Mhm.
something happened, or you might not have had all the information
Right.
before you got to just react on it.
Yep.
So just always put yourself in your partner's shoes. Think, ask questions first, and,
Mhm.
and just be honest with each other.
Yeah.
But
And
transparent.
giving grace. I mean,
Yep.
because facts change
Yep.
every day.
They
You know what I'm
change
saying?
every day.
Facts change every day. So
That is so true.
I think that's really huge. I
Yeah.
think even for me, like even with the realm of media,
Yeah.
I feel like media is one of my domains
Yeah.
that God has blessed me with gifts in.
Mhm.
So I have the ability to cast vision
Mhm.
and help people manifest those visions.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
without giving too much, what I see in a helper or my
Mhm.
rib or in completion of what it is that I'm doing, I
Mhm.
see God also allow me to utilize my voice
Yep.
to speak life into people
Yep.
and to bring the things, not even to like tell them they can do it. It's just to reveal to them that they already have what's on the inside of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you got it. You
got
got it. If I
Yep.
can speak to that, if you can borrow my lens, if you can borrow my
Yeah.
perspective
Yeah.
and see what I see in you, if
Yeah.
you can see how I see you, like you wouldn't have an issue here.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? But oftentimes we find ourselves scrolling, and I talked about this last episode, scrolling through people's highlights reels, thinking that it's got to look like this
Yeah.
instead of like, well, this is my lesson, this is the
Boy.
mission, this is what God wants for me. It may not be as quick as somebody else's journey,
Boy.
but it's going to be just that fulfilling because this was already predestined, this was already pre-planned.
I don't want it to be fast for me. It shouldn't be fast.
Mhm.
We ain't trying to get. If you go there fast, go alone.
Yeah.
You want to go far,
Yeah.
go together.
That's it. That's
And
it.
we going together.
Yeah.
I need you to come with me because we
Yeah.
gonna go far. And understanding other people's seasons, we gonna cheer them on.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So. And if you live for the praise, you're gonna die by the booze, right? You're gonna die
That's
by the
good.
booze. If you living for the praise, you die by the booze.
That's cool.
And so I want to make sure that we okay with the booze and the praise and everything else on the outside. That's outside work.
Yeah.
The inside work is what's gonna be done to help us get further along. And God always got get back.
Yeah.
Everybody out. Everybody has the underdog story.
Mhm.
So anytime somebody is ahead, that person then got caught before.
Yep. Yep.
That person then, and if they just finished that race
Mhm.
before you. Who's to say it ain't another race, or you ain't
Yeah.
in another heat?
Yeah.
In track, they just
Yeah.
got multiple heats.
Yeah.
You know, you
That's
might
good.
be in another heat.
What race are you in right now?
Exactly.
You know,
What
and
race
then
you running?
and what heat are you in? Because a lot of people think that they need to be prepared to run now, go, and I got to run this time. But
Yep.
like,
I
what
gotta
does
go
it
be
look
ready for the Olympics
That's
today.
what I'm saying.
Nah.
What does it look like to run your race in
Come
this
on
season
now.
that God has called you to?
You ain't
know what
gotta
I'm saying?
be elite in every area. Just
No,
bring your best to the table every day.
There's so many different
As a man
activities.
and as a woman,
So
both
many,
of y'all.
so many different activities on the field.
Yep.
What is your specialty?
Yep.
You know, what
Yep.
is where are you meant to dominate in?
Yep.
You know what
There
I
we
mean?
go.
So that's good. And actually, just to kind of bring that full circle, that's really good. What do you feel like maybe one thing is this month or this quarter that you've been working on in your personal time to make you a better you?
One thing that I've been working on in my personal time to make me a better me. Intentional with fitness has always been a thing,
Mhm.
but I've been working on a better me by not. Lately, I've been the past like 3-4 months. It's always like I said, lifting heavy weight. I've been taking time to really be athletic and put you through some athletic workouts, and
Yeah.
like really be athletic. I want to feel youthful.
Yeah.
And still strong and be able to move and be fast and quick, all that stuff too. Because I want to be able to whoop my kids behind in baseball,
easily.
basketball,
My-
soccer, tail, and anything they want. I'm giving out all smoke,
For sure.
boy or girl.
I see some 40
All
I'm
that.
trying to
trying to
run
do push-up contests.
50
Wall
plus.
sits.
Yeah.
Let's see who can hold the squat for the longest. Yeah, yeah. And if you
Yep.
don't, you taking the trash out.
That's it.
Mom
That's
cooked.
it.
We got a whole wall
That's
sits.
it.
If we don't, you washing the
I
dishes.
like that.
That's what
I
I'm
like
doing with
that.
my kid.
I'm on that. I'm on that.
But anyways, man, that's something intentional is moving athletic. And doing that in the gym space. Something in the personal space. I have also done is us doing Bible studies.
Mm-hmm.
Us doing Bible
Yep.
studies. I can say that has been one thing for sure that's always grown with us, and then joining ministries and becoming closer to my church people, church family.
That's good.
Been doing that a lot in this season, and
Yeah.
it's rewarding, brother.
Yeah.
It's
Word.
rewarding. It's rewarding. God is and not even monetarily at
Yeah.
all, but it's something that my spirit just thriving off of right now. And so I can tell when I'm in there with my family, the energy's rocking, the place in the building that it's not that they give you notoriety, but they notice you.
Yeah.
And so that notice is cool. That notice is something that we have a large congregation, but yet it's still tight knit family in there. So I like that part and that perspective. I think it was just where God needed me to be.
That's good.
And now He's pushing me in different ways because our Bible study group has now held me accountable to become more involved in my church home and church space, get with them. And then they asked me to help lead Bible study.
Yeah.
And that was different. Vacation Bible School. So we did that and had a chance to lead that with some of our deacons. But yeah, bro, that's the space I'm in. So that's athletic and moving like that in the fitness space, and then getting closer to God and just doing godly things, like you said, trying to have some accountability more in those spaces too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
That's good godly accountability. I like
Yep.
that.
And what about you? How
For
about
me,
yourself?
I I think for me, I'm used to feeling like I'm doing it. I got to do it myself.
Yeah.
So in this season where I want things to move and operate the way I
Yeah.
want it to,
Yeah.
I've been resting.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep. I'll take a nap. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'll give it to God. You
Give
know what
it
I'm
to
saying?
God.
I think one of the biggest things I used to do is like wake up and reach for my phone. And
Man,
now I've been waking up. Let me get into
boy,
the word real
that
quick.
annoys me.
Bruh, I promise you.
That annoys me. I
That's what
promise.
that'd be one of the first things we hear.
Yeah, I promise you that annoys me. And as a partner, you better not wake up next to me thinking you about to wake up
And be
and you always want to go for your phone.
no,
Give
yeah,
it to God first. Put your
please.
feet on the ground
Bro.
and give thanks that you even got to open your eyes. It's that serious because it's somebody right now at a hospital near you in whatever city, county you in that is on a deathbed right now and probably won't get a chance tomorrow to wake up. And if that happens, right, you gotta not take it for granted and not only give it to God, but give yourself some time.
Yeah.
You didn't gave yourself so much all day to different crowds of people, whether you was at the grocery store, a workplace, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a dinner interaction, lunch, I don't know, but a retail store, we like retail therapy, all that good stuff. You've encountered so many energies, and so you need to give yourself that adequate amount of time to wake up, to process your own thoughts, to see if you need to be neutral and not think and go on autopilot for a second, to see if you need to go 90 miles an hour and go get things done.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
You need to be intentional,
For
but
sure.
that's just me. Don't do it. It irks me. That's
Yeah.
why I almost
Nah, I
got
mean, I hear
carried
it.
away on a tangent.
I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I mean, because it's like,
But I
for
give you
me,
grace every
yeah,
now and then. You might have a
Yeah.
notification. You might
Yeah.
have to check something.
Right.
Every now and then, something might be important. You might
Right.
forget something
Right.
sometimes.
True.
I ain't mad at
Right.
you having to check your
I
phone.
think it's the long, extended periods of time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
I find the alarm, hearing my alarm in the morning is my first opportunity to say no to a distraction. That's my
good.
first win.
Hearing your alarm in the morning is your first opportunity.
Yeah.
You get the opportunity
To say
I like
no
that,
to a
say
distraction.
no to a distraction.
Yeah. So
That's good.
it's like, nope. And because like,
Wait, let me ask
Go
y'all
ahead.
that question. How many opportunities do you have in a day to say no to your distractions?
That's good.
You answer that.
That's good. That's a
Please.
good pause for the cause.
Please.
Yeah. That's
We
good.
back to it.
Yeah. I think my biggest thing is like, oftentimes like we wake up or we hear our alarm and we have the audacity to
Yeah.
press snooze.
Ooh.
We have the audacity to like, I'ma just go back to sleep and lay it
Yeah.
back now. And I get it getting rest, but it's
Yeah.
just like if it's good, if I'm just being lazy, like I don't think we take enough time to like really scan our body and like, how do I feel? What's going on? Did I get enough rest? And it's just like the distraction of the phone. Let me see what's going on in somebody else's life right now. That's
the crazy word. You want to see
it's
what's
wild.
going on in somebody else's life before yours?
First thing in the morning.
Crazy.
First thing in the morning. Let me see what happened last night. What did I miss?
You better wake up and
that's what we living in.
Kiss me, or tell me you love me before you ever check.
That's what we living in.
Good morning.
That's what we living in.
Check that phone.
And I feel like a lot of relationships are being lost out because they're distracted by either not dealing with past traumas. They're living a life and living vicariously through someone else or another relationship. And this is what it needs to look like. But they don't spend enough time with self to say, this is what I really enjoy, and it don't got to be like this. We ain't got to be traveling the world and going to the Maldives every weekend. But like I enjoy kicking it with my family, doing arts and crafts, and then we can go to the Bahamas, once a quarter or something like that, But it's different. But if you don't sit with yourself long enough to see like what are your goals, principles, and standards that you have, and what truly makes you happy.
What makes you happy?
I feel like getting to the minute or into the day-to-day things, like once you figure out those day-to-day things, then you'll start being able to build the life that God has for you. And you'll be grateful to go ahead and live that with someone else. But you'll know who you are and you won't lose yourself in a relationship.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
So those are my biggest things. It's like, I feel like one of the D's is like the devil lies in the distractions. And the devil also, people say the devil is in the details. And it's just like oftentimes we skip out on the details. We skip the details. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
That is getting rest for me. Because it's like, if it's in Kevin's strength, then where does God lie? You know what I'm saying? If Kevin is the provider, I don't want to be like the sole provider in my relationship.
Nope.
Because even the Bible says that you're not supposed to. The man isn't the provider. God is the source. God is
the source.
And then as the head, I am the manager of what's going on in my household. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't ever want to have a woman come into my life to dictate that this is the title that you're supposed to be my leader, my provider, no. You know what I'm saying? No. My goal is to redirect you back into the will of God. Like, what does God have for your life? Right. And if I can go ahead and continue to point you into the right direction, then everything will fall into place from there.
That's good.
And I want to know that you hear from God because I know that I do. So if it sounds crazy, it's not wild. It's just faith.
It's just faith.
It's just faith.
It's just faith.
You know what I mean? So, and that starts with distractions. That's all that came off of distractions. Because if you don't see where you're going, then you might go a different direction.
You might go a different direction. Come on. I need you to go with me.
Yeah.
Man, brother, you just that should almost wrap up an episode.
No, facts.
You gave us that was like a philosophy moment. Like, yeah, brother, you sounded like a philosopher.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Broke that down very detailed, like very detailed.
Yeah.
And I love that. You asked how we putting God first, how we gonna move together. You trusting this, you wanna submit, but submit to the vision. We talking about all these kind of things, and you hitting the what is the hammer on the nail?
That's it.
Whatever it is.
That's it.
Yeah, brother, that's it. Perfect. And I'm glad that you sharing these perspectives, and we want to know y'all's perspectives.
For sure.
Leave them in the comments. Get back with us. Sit in this hot seat. We gonna throw y'all in this hot seat.
Yeah.
If you don't get in the hot seat, don't think we don't love you. You can still ask your accountability partner these same questions and put them in the hot seat in a fun way, but challenge their minds so y'all can grow together and glow together. Yeah, I love that. Another good one, man.
That's it.
Hello.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Yes, indeed.
Peace.
Peace out.